Hello and welcome. My new very deep voice. There's something very strange going on with me today, but I really fancy some gazpacho. It's really hot, and I first made gazpacho, gosh, do you know, it must be a long time ago now. I found it in one of the Patrick Holford books, which is right here, Food, Glorious Food by Patrick Holford. And that was the first time I ever tried it. And I kind of never really fancied it because it was sort of cold soup. And just didn't really appeal to me in that very British way. And I tried it and I absolutely loved this particular version. It's probably not an absolutely genuine gazpacho, but who cares? It tastes nice, that's the thing. So I thought, I put a recipe up yesterday, but I thought that I would just film me making it, because I'm gonna make it anyway. So this is what I've got. Okay, I've got lots of lovely, quite ripe, red looking tomatoes. Not something that's that easy to get in this country, but actually this time of year not too bad. So I've got those. I haven't, no measurements, okay, I'm eyeballing this. 1 red onion. You can put parsley or coriander in it. I don't have either. So I'm using rocket, which I'm growing in my garden. So it's kind of like a handful of freshly picked rocket. And these 2 slightly feeling sorry for themselves peppers, which I found in the fridge, that one. As you can see, I've just cut a bit out of. So, and 2 cucumbers, 2 whole cucumbers, all of it's washed. If you are a celery lover, I don't like celery, although I would say gazpacho is the only thing I will eat celery in. Don't have any in the fridge, so it's not having celery in. But this is the joy with this. You can really put whatever you like in, as long as, you know, it's edible raw. Garlic. I brought back some lovely French garlic from my recent trip to France. So I'm just going to put a couple of cloves of garlic in. I'm just going to chop those up now. And so the other thing about this is, as you know, I don't know, I don't feel particularly well today, but I am hungry. And I didn't want anything too heavy, so I thought this would be just perfect, really. It's full of goodness. It's real food. Remember, that's our mantra. You know, it doesn't have to be complicated. How to eat a healthy diet doesn't have to be complicated. Really, what it comes down to is making the majority of your food choices that are real foods that you can really recognise. You know, everything here you can see as a real food because you can see how it grew, with the exception of these. So let's put these up here. I add these. Okay, well, my ear's gone now too. So these are in a sugar, kind of like a sugar syrup, but they're a type of chili pepper. And they just add a little bit of heat to the gazpacho and a little bit of sweetness. And I figured that, you know, I'm not actually going to eat what they're in. That gets tipped away. I just use the chili peppers, and when they're mixed up with everything else, it's really not the end of the world. So I'm going to put a few of those in too. So what do we do next? I'm going to rig up my lovely, this is my Vitamix. This is my present to myself. And I'm so glad I bought it. It is a wonderful piece of kit, but they are not cheap, just so you know. But you know, I haven't bought nut butter since I bought that Vitamix, because it makes fabulous nut butter. But you know, if you're going to make your own nut butter, you need something really powerful, because otherwise you're going to break your blender, or you end up having to add oil because it doesn't properly. It's just not worth it unless you've got something really powerful. So I love it. It was worth every penny. So onions and garlic have gone in. I'm going to give them a quick whiz. Okay. And again with this, it really doesn't matter. You can put the stuff in the order you want to put it in. That's what I love about the sort of recipes that I show you, is they're all Really easy, no nonsense. You can mess around with them and change them to suit your own tastes or to suit whatever you found in the fridge that day. You know, and I think that that's how real cooking should be. You don't always have to, you don't have to always be eating from, you know, recipes from recipe books. We're all different. Some of us care more about what our food looks like than others, and that's fine. Personally, I'm all about the taste. I love to go to a really nice restaurant and eat beautiful Michelin star food, but that's a very rare occurrence. And the rest of the time I'm just happy with eating something that tastes good and I know is nourishing my body. You see, so this is the really important thing with real food. So everything here is going to provide my body with something that it needs to help my body work as well as it can. And for me today, hopefully, it's going to provide something that my body needs to actually shake off whatever is going on with it at the moment. So there we go, chucking it all in, put a few tomatoes in. I tend not to put it all in one go, but again, that's just my personal preference. So here we are. Get these cucumbers ready. I'm just going to chop them into large chunks. I love cucumber. Do you guys like cucumber? Cucumber's so versatile and just fantastic in hot weather. It's one of those really refreshing, cooling vegetables. Here we go. Okay, let's get some cucumber in there. Oh, all over my kitchen cupboards. Oh dear. And again. It's really surprising how much it actually makes. So here we go. I'm actually not going to use those last. I'm going to put that one in. Not use those last tomatoes and get these in. So here we go. Just dip some of these in. I'm just doing a video in case you don't want to be on it. But you're welcome to come and say hello if you like.
I'm not looking like this, I'm not.
Oh, okay. It's on. Okay, so put a few of those in there. Let's finish off. And then, as you can see, this doesn't look very gazpacho-like at the moment. It's that colour. So, it'll taste delicious, but what I'm going to do, you can at this point add either tomato juice or I'm going to add some passata, which effectively is pretty much the same thing. And you can just water it down then with water or ice cubes if it's a bit too thick. So, let's pop that in there. Give it one last whiz up. going to dish them out in a bowl so that you can see what it looks like. So, I can promise you, let's move this away, this is going to be absolutely delicious. So here we go, a little close up. Here we are. So that's the gazpacho. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is, with this lovely, lovely olive oil, I'm just going to do a sort of a whoosh around with the olive oil. So you've got your lovely healthy fats in there as well. And then what I do to finish it off is I either add chopped up feta cheese, which is really, really nice, or slices of avocado. So you can put the slices of avocado on the top, or you can just cube them and add them, mix them into the actual gazpacho. So I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know if you try making it. It's super easy. I'll speak to you soon. Bye guys.